how did the Niners beat the Dallas? Now, let me start with very easy stuff. They're playing at home. That's a big deal. And they have 2 days more rest. That's a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you fill in some more stuff, sweetie.
Those are let's fill in like all the low hanging fruit. Those are 2. Dallas has a kicker with a head case.
Oh God!
Whoa! Like that's a huge problem. You're going to beat the Niners with a kicker who can't even make an extra point. That's a huge problem. He made one at the end, but I don't know about that guy.
Yeah, right. You'd almost want him to get another kicker, right?
Yeah. I mean, you figure you could find a guy who can make an extra point. This guy was, and he kept missing right? He was on the left hash missing right. Like, what are you doing, buddy? So anyway, they got a kicker with a head case. They got a home field advantage. Dallas is playing their 4th consecutive road game. That's exhausting.
Absolutely. You get knocked off when you play that many road games.
Yeah, and let's talk about the Christian McCaffrey factor. We didn't like this trade, but we like the player. He's a hell of a player.
God. Yeah.
And he is a very unique running back. So last year, the Niners ran the ball at will on Dallas in the playoffs with Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuel, who are here. Now they have Christian McCaffrey. I don't think Dallas can cover him. They have good linebackers, but I don't think they can cover this guy. And like in the first half, 9 of the first 13 plays could go to Christian McCaffrey. So that's a big problem right away for Dallas. McCaffrey.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they can cover him. In fact,
I don't think so.
There are 2 players. I'd say, the Niners have a roster of very exciting players.
Yeah, they do.
CMC.
Yes.
Deebo Samuel. Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Nick Bosa when he's Nick Bosa.
You can Kittle.
You can Kittle. Greenlaw.
Ayuk.
Yeah, Greenlaw.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a roster of exciting players. I agree. I don't think I think, frankly, the Niners will run it up their tush.
They did last year.
I think they're just going to run it up their tush. I think they're going to be overwhelmed by the running game. And when that happens, it opens up everything for the quarterback. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
I would agree. Yeah, I think the Niners will be able to run the ball. I wonder if Dallas will be able to run the ball too.
I don't think they will.
You don't think so?
No. That Pollard is a good back, but he's not that good. Zeke is done. I think the Niners will squash their running game. The Niners will run on them, and they'll squash their running game. You don't agree?
Okay. Well, I don't know, but this is why the Niners will win. If they squash the running game, then absolutely. Then you can make Dallas one-dimensional, and then you can put pressure on Dak. I think a big thing for the Niners is they have to get multiple turnovers in this game. I think they got to get 2 or 3 turnovers, and that sounds like a lot, but they got 2 turnovers last week, 4 turnovers the week before that, 2 turnovers the week before that, 2 before that, 1 before that, 3 before that, 4 before. They've had 17. They've taken the ball away 17 times since Brock Purdy became the quarterback. That's a big factor with him winning so much. 17.
Okay. Here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott will turn it over. He will.
He will. He didn't yesterday.
He will.
But that's because he had time to throw.
He won't have as much time. And I'm telling you, Iggy, he's a nervous quarterback.
I agree.
He's a nervous quarterback.
And he was nervous in the game last night, right? And
yes.
Troikman was saying it. Troikman said it. Oh, you could see a little nerves there. But then you could see that Tampa sucked, and Dak settled in. He wasn't under pressure, and all of a sudden he was styling. But that's probably not going to happen this game. He's probably going to fall behind early. He's probably going to get hit a couple of times, and all of a sudden he's gotten hurt a lot in the league. I'm sure there's a little bit of that, a little bit of anxiety. Like, I don't want to miss time anymore. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. If they let him be confident, they'll lose. But if they bring out the anxiety in him, they will win. And they did it last year. They did it last year.
Didn't they just lose to Washington?
They just lost to Washington. Yes.
And got beat. I mean, got beat.
They scored 6 points.
Yeah. So they looked great against an aging, crummy team last night. And so did the Niners look great against them.
Absolutely. But Washington has a great
losing. They had a losing record, Iggy, 8-9.
8-10.
Now
they're counting this
now
one.
They're 8. Yeah, now they're 8-10.
And Washington they're like the Niners. They're not as good, but they're sort of built in the Niners image, and they have a kick-ass D-line. And we saw what that did to Dallas 2 weeks ago. So
yeah.
I mean, really, to me, it's as simple as the Niners win when their D-line dominates. and they have a dominating D-line, but it didn't dominate against the Seahawks until Geno Smith until Geno Smith fumbled in the pocket.
And became Geno Smith again.
Yeah, it didn't dominate. I keep going back to D'Amico like, dude, hey, man, what's going on? You have the best D-line in football. What is the problem, man? And you're supposed to be the next hot head coach. What is the problem? So the Niners win if D'Amico's on his game and the D-line is on his game, because the Niners always win that way. And that usually leads to 2 turnovers and an easy victory. Yeah. But, so yeah, that's it. Make Dak Prescott be the nervous, turnover-prone guy that he is.
So much depends upon D'Amico Ryans.
This whole game comes down to D'Amico right now.
Near the red wheelbarrow.
Wouldn't you be a little nervous if you were the head coach and your defensive coordinator had to juggle this week?
Nervous? I'd be pissed. Pissed.
Yeah, that's the word. Pissed. But at the same time, like, you can't really fault him because Kyle did the same thing. It's sort of like the nature of the business. Got to deal with it. I mean, Dan Quinn's doing it too, but on a lesser extent.
Yeah, I don't like it.
The NFL should change the rule.